Hello and good morning from Vorta. It's a truly freezing morning today. It was 1 degree here last night, which means it's very, very cold. Today is going to be a busy day here in Vorta because I have a lot to do. I have to make plum jam from the plums I picked yesterday from my mother. And I also have to do another activity because Master Radu and Koana, when they visited me yesterday, didn't come empty-handed. They brought me a bunch of tomatoes, which I want to turn into tomato sauce. I also have to finish with the garage, so it's going to be a very busy day. Here, at my place in Vorta, I'm getting to work now in the morning. I want to make the plum jam using an old recipe from here, from Vorta, a recipe I grew up with. This jam was my favorite. There weren't any other types of jams when I was little, just plum jam. There was also peach jam, but that was rare, and green tomato jam. These were the main jams. And yes, the main one was plum jam, but not the one I'm going to make today. It was that sugar-free jam because yes, back then sugar wasn't available. That was the reality, and people managed however they could. They made plum jam only from plums, boiled, without any sugar at all. Well, I liked that. I liked it, but not too much because, yeah, it wasn't really that sweet. But this with the new recipe, 300 plums and a kilo of sugar, because that's how it's done. It's very, very simple. Since my mother started making this one, it was totally different. And this was my favorite jam from childhood. That's why I want to make it again now. Chinese work? Old Chinese work? Is this what I'm doing now? I have to remove the pits from the plums. Very healthy plums, very well ripened. The pits come out very easily. I have to count them because that's the recipe. 300 plums. I lost count a bit. Let's check the recipe at... Done. Like Chinese work. I took the pits out of the plums, put them here in the pot, and added the sugar on top. I'm gonna let them sit with the sugar for a bit, so some of the sugar melts before putting them on the stove. Until then, I'm going to my mom. Because I need to bring a bigger pot for the tomato sauce. Since there are a lot of tomatoes and they won't fit in the pots I have. I brought this big pot from my mom in which I'm going to make the tomato sauce. I just need to wash it. I also lit the fire in the meantime. It's very, very cold here. It's just right to make a fire and warm up my hands because my hands are really cold. I've already put the jam on. Low heat, we let it boil. But in the meantime, I have to start making tomatoes, set up my tomato workshop here again because I have a lot to squeeze. I've set up the tomato workshop here. I've washed the tomatoes. I'm starting to chop them and put them on the stove as well. This is pretty much the next operation I have to do. The jam is there on a very, very low heat. I tasted the tomatoes with a bit of salt. No words, I can imagine what will come out of them. I think it's gonna be the best tomato sauce ever. I had to put on my jacket because I can't stand the cold anymore. It's really cold here in Vorța, 2 degrees. No, it wasn't easy. It took me a long time, but everything is on the fire, everything is on low heat, and the jam is bubbling here very slowly. I'm doing this on low heat. I don't want to stir it too much because I want the plums to stay whole. I have a huge pot of tomato paste. I hope I have enough bottles. I still have 2 crates of beer with those bottles with caps. I hope it all fits. Now, it's true that it will go down a bit after it starts boiling. Anyway, I have to take some out of this big pot because I want to make some stuffed peppers too. I'll also make a stuffed pepper soup using tomato sauce from this one. Because Anna and Master Radu brought me a bunch of peppers too, so that's what I'll do. We'll make a batch of stuffed peppers from them. Let's see how we're doing here. The jam has already boiled for a while. I'll taste it right away. I don't think it needs much longer. But it still needs to thicken a bit. It still needs to reduce. But I like how the fruits are. The fruits are still whole, just the way I want them. We let it simmer a bit more on low heat. My pepper soup is already boiling here. In this small one, it's already boiling faster. Here there are signs that it's about to start boiling soon. In the meantime, I have to start preparing stuffed peppers to prepare the filling for the stuffed peppers. I just tasted the jam and it's exceptional. It's already thickened nicely. I think I'll leave it for about 10 more minutes. And then I'll put it in jars. It turned out really nice, and the aroma and taste, which are hard to describe, are the ones I remember from my childhood. I also prepared stuffed peppers with chicken breast, chicken gizzards, chicken liver, pepper, salt, and parsley. That's how I like to make stuffed peppers the most. I'm waiting for it to boil, for it to stop boiling here again. I diluted this tomato juice a bit with water. For stuffed peppers, I'm going to add some more spices. I'll add some strips of pepper for flavor, and then I'll put the peppers to boil, just to let them boil a little. I set my food here by the stove. Actually, this is the second serving because I already ate one serving and it was incredibly tasty. It's raining outside, it's cold, that's why I set my food right here by the stove. After that, the tomato sauce is simmering on low heat. I'll leave it for about half an hour more until I finish eating. These peppers are amazing. Hello and good morning from Vorța on a cold and rainy autumn day. And it's so peaceful. There's no sound at all. Today is Friday and I want to continue working on the garage. I wanted to finish what I started yesterday. I wanted to finish closing up the garage yesterday. But yeah, I got caught up with other things. I got busy with the jam and the tomato sauce and I just didn't have time anymore. I didn't have time anymore because I had to stay by them. It took a long time, but that's how it is. It's not a problem. I'm going to continue today and I hope to finish what I have planned today. Specifically, to close up at the garage, at least the bottom part. I want to close here, the left and right sides of the garage door, so that it's closed. If I have time, I'll do the top as well. If not, that's how it is. Anyway, at least these parts should be closed. Before I leave, I still have a few pieces of wood to split and arrange. I'll take care of those too before I go. There are only a few days left, and I wouldn't want them to be left out in the rain. The left side is done. I still have this part here. It's easier here because the pieces are bigger and I don't have to cut as much from them. That's about it. I've put wood on both sides. Oriented strand board anyway, it's temporary because the door will be installed here at some point. Let's see how it looks when it's closed too. Alright, welcome. This is pretty much how it looks when it's closed. It's fine. I still have about 2 more days of work. Maybe I'll manage to close the top as well. After all, it's not that hard. One more effort and I put the wood out of the rain. Everything is sheltered so it can dry and not get rained on anymore. Just a bit of effort. This morning I went to the gym, went. Hello and good morning, a new day in which I've escaped from Vorța. These are my last days in Romania, and I'd really like to make the most of them. To mix in a bit of work, because I still have a lot to arrange in Vorța. But if the weather is like this, and it's raining in the garden, clearly I can't do anything. I still need to tidy up a bit there. Yeah, we're waiting for this rain to stop because it's been raining non-stop for a day and a night already, so I escaped for a little while. I want to take advantage of the last days in Romania and the last chances to still find porcini mushrooms. This year was bad for me. The porcini season was really poor. That's why I'm still insisting, so I escaped from Vorța again. An incursion into the Apuseni mountains because I see on all the mushroom pickers groups that here you can still find tons of porcini mushrooms. I was thinking of going higher up, heading towards Retezat or Parang, because I want to see some snow before heading into summer. But if I go to those areas, I definitely won't find any porcini mushrooms there. Once it has frozen and the snow has settled, that's it. In the Apuseni mountains, there's a chance to see some snow, but also to find porcini mushrooms. That's why I said today we're going to the Apuseni mountains and maybe we'll take a trip towards Parang as well. Or maybe Retezat in the next few days, since I still have a few days left to do this. In a way, I actually like this weather because the contrast will be really strong. It feels so great when you freeze for a few days and then suddenly you get off the plane and it's 30 degrees. I've told you about this before. I recommend visiting exotic places when it's cold, rainy, and gloomy here because you'll feel what you discover at the warm destination much more intensely. And yes, these are my last days of winter here. Next week, I'm heading towards summer, moving to the southern hemisphere, where summer is just beginning. I'm planning to go up into the heart of the Apuseni mountains towards Poiana Horia. That's where I intend to get, so I took these rainy roads. The weather is as you can see, but it's not a problem at all because mushrooms like this kind of weather. The lady's colors are already appearing. The deciduous forests are coloring so beautifully, starting now. For now, there's no chance of snow. It's 7 degrees and at 7 degrees it can't snow. From my experience, I know it can start snowing at around 3 degrees 4 at most. I stopped here for a bit for the views. They're fabulous. Fabulous views from here, from the Apuseni mountains. With mist, with rain, with cows. Absolutely gorgeous, Apuseni. Satisfied, I thought I'd go in here a bit too, through these woods, even though this is an area that's very frequented by foragers. And even though it's raining, I'm going to make a short incursion to see what the signs are. I already see all kinds of mushrooms. Trash, unfortunately. Being very close to civilization.
Let's see this one. This is a little porcini.
It's clear that a lot has been picked from here, from this area. I've seen traces everywhere, cut stems. There was a good yield here this year. But in this weather, they come out from one day to the next. I wonder what could be here. Is it what I think it is? It's snow.
It seems so. It's snow from the Apuseni.
That's for sure. Since last night, it's 4 degrees outside. For now, it's not snowing, but clearly last night it snowed here. I want to go deeper into the heart of the mountains. But I thought I'd make a stop here as well. This forest was just too beautiful not to go in. It's a real pleasure to drive on roads like this, even in the rain, through fir forests. This area is absolutely gorgeous. I geared up for the rain and decided to try a new technique, taking on less accessible places. But this technique isn't good. There's an army of pickers here too. Every meter is combed. But that doesn't matter, because the pleasure of looking for mushrooms in a forest, even in the rain, is hard to describe. And after that, whether you find them or not, I always say this: you're a winner either way, you're a winner either way. With a walk in such fresh air, especially now in the rain. It's wonderful. It's just not what I'm looking for. Even though this is also an edible bolete, the gypsy bolete. I've read about it. It has some special requirements, a bit of preparation. Specifically, it needs to be cooked for at least 20 minutes. But I never take risks, so I'm not going to take it. Even though it's gorgeous. We'll leave it there. Yeah, usually I don't pick mushrooms. I don't know. I don't pick them. I rarely ever do that. Now, I wanted to show you this one in all its beauty. And yes, it's up to the picker whether to take them or not. Personally, I don't take them because I don't want to risk anything at all. Mushrooms. We continue searching for Boletus edulis, but if we don't find any, we're satisfied with a Boletus badius as well. I've eaten these before. They're very, very tasty. the chestnut bolet or Boletus badius. Look, here are a few more really nice specimens. This one is a bit old, but it's still okay. I also have 2 young specimens here. And I think they'll be enough for a stew. Another bedius here. And here I think I have a chanterelle. A stray chanterelle. Ha ha ha. We're definitely taking this one. Here. What do we have here? Let's see. It's not what I thought. I think it's a badius, just an old one. I don't think there's a meter of forest left around here in these areas, untouched by experienced mushroom pickers. By the road there are again the vans collecting, and I saw tons of mushrooms next to them in crates. Yeah, I keep insisting. Maybe I'll find at least 2 or 3 just to taste. Anyway, I want to go further up by car, along Lake Baelish, all the way up to Payanahoria. Although, judging by how many cars I've seen around here, from the pickers, it's clear that place has been picked over too. But that's not a problem, because no matter how many pickers go through a place, there's still a chance you'll find something too. I know this from experience. No picker can take everything. I keep going, toward the end of the lake, toward Payanahoria. It looks like there are some signs the sun might come out. Probably. The weather is getting better. Satisfied? Other pickers here, I think they're the ones I met in the forest, but no, they're not pickers. Yes, the technique of professional pickers is to gather many people, 10, 12 people, and to leave a bit of space between them. And they scan everything. I'm in Payanahoria. Here I'm going to turn right. I want to go towards Dodapili. The last time I was here, the road was really bad. Let's see how it is now. If it has been repaired, if it hasn't, if we find some mushrooms there, if we don't. I stopped here for a bit after Payanahoria. I want to go into a forest again. Amanita muscaria, beautiful. Let's see what we can find around here. Amanita muscaria, it's everywhere. The most photogenic mushrooms. It doesn't look too crowded here because I don't really see any picked mushrooms. That's good. That's very good. Look at the little tail there. I can already hear the pickers shouting. But it's no problem. I'm just taking a walk around here. This forest is so beautiful. I went further. I think they've worked on this road. It seems much better than the last time I passed through here, a few years ago. We're heading towards Dodapili, an extraordinary location with amazing scenery here in the Apuseni. I really miss that place. I haven't been there in a long time. I hope I can make it all the way there. We're getting the duster a bit muddy. One more stop, another foray through the forest among patches of snow and beautiful amanitas. Ha ha ha! Other foragers are passing by. I hear them here too. I saw something interesting over there. I'll go to it, and I saw something interesting here as well. False alarm here. Ha ha ha. Let's see over there. Yeah, it's all alarms. False alarm here too. Let's see. Yeah. There are other species. It looks like it's omelette with chanterelles again. I'm going to eat that today too because I found some more chanterelles. Well, these are good too. There are even more chanterelles here. Very good, and the yolk is very good, and the chanterelles. There's another one here. Look. Full of mussels. Yeah, it's cleaning up. Let's see. Here we're lucky. Let's see. I've been looking for you for so long. And you were waiting for me here under the root. Well, that's a beautiful thing. That's really beautiful. Ah, finally! Finally, a superb boleto sedulis. I've been looking for it for so long. Yes, perseverance always pays off. As the pickers would say, this is a first-class one. I entered another little forest full of mushrooms, and here there are amanitas and boletes. Boletes like these, gypsy ones, it's full of them. But I'm not going to pick anything very interesting yet, something I haven't seen before. A purple mushroom. Very, very interesting. It looks like something I know, and I can't remember the name right now, but the cap was also purple on those, or maybe that's how they are when they're young. I took just one to see what it looks like underneath. We'll leave the rest where they are. Usually where these kinds of boletes grow, adulis also grow. So I'll walk around here a bit more. Oh, look, some very good chanterelles. A whole colony. Great. It's pretty strange to look for mushrooms on the snow. But that's how it is if it snowed early. This year, maybe I'll find 2 more rib mushrooms. But I would be happy. If there were any left here by the pickers. What could this be, Uzi? It's not what it should be. Campo Vesti images. With such beauties through the snow. How beautiful it can look. One more stop here, very close to Dodapili, where I found another beauty. A superb beauty that a little snail was feeding on.
And here next to it, another one hidden.
No, good job, very good job. Here I need to explore this area further. It looks promising. I'm very close to Dodapili, deeper in the heart of the mountains. Probably the gatherers haven't reached here in large numbers yet. No, nothing interesting yet. I haven't found this one until now. The king of mushrooms, Boletus king. It's a first for me to find something like this. So it's clear this area hasn't been picked by gatherers, because I found two more.
Oi, 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 oi. This one is kind of old, so we'll leave it here. This is another one, and this one is old too.
We let them spread their spores. Further on.
Instead, we take this gentleman because he's absolutely gorgeous. Ah, what a beauty.
It takes a lot.
A lot of attention to notice them because they've just come out. Some of them. This isn't the one.
It's a badius, but they don't have badius anymore. If I find these at others...
Let's see. This is what I think.
Yes. What a spot I found, and it's just a few meters from the road. You can tell the pickers aren't here yet.
A little cap. Here, an old one.
We'll leave it there.
But usually where there's an old one, there's also a young one. Let's see, this one. No, it's Badius.
We'll leave it in its place. But I need to look closely in the area.
Where there are old ones.
Usually there are also young ones.
One here in the shade of the fir tree. Wow, superb, absolutely superb. And of course another one not far from it.
Still,
some gatherers have been around here.
But I think
a few have passed.
Days since they were.
And that's why I find them too. Look at him there. Look at him there. How he's hiding. How he's hiding here. Wait, no. It's something else. Just here. It's not.
That's usually how it is. When it comes to mushrooms, there are days when you walk around all day and don't find any.
And days when you fill your bag in just a few minutes.
There was something there, but it's something else.
Not what I'm looking for.
But it might be what
I'm looking for to be here. It sounds good, but it's not good.
It's something else. Another one, a beautiful one hidden here.
Under a piece of wood. Oh.
What beauty? What beauty? Do good job today, very good.
This one was so well camouflaged here. I used to walk right past it.
This one, if I was coming from top to bottom, I definitely wouldn't see it.
Because it's right under the moss. It came out right under the moss.
Ho, 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 ho.
Wow. No, this is catch of the day. Clearly, catch of the day. What I saw.
What I saw here.
Another beauty. From here I saw that another one was taken. I think this one came out last night. No, I do. I'm continuing the road towards Dodapili. I'm around Jurkutsa. Wow, what has developed here? How long has it been since I was last here? I see a lot of houses, cabins. There were 2, 3. Just houses. Yes, it's true that I haven't been around here for about 5 years. Yo, asphalt. Something like this. How cool. I never thought there would be asphalt around here. On the right was Jurkutsa, on the left Dodapili Smida. They just didn't make the road all the way to Badish. I've been here before on this road towards Badish, but it was terrible. Has it been more than 5 years since I was here? I think so. It's really been a long time since I've been here. I remember I barely made it through with the X5. Or maybe I didn't have the X5, I think it was with the E39 I passed through here and it was really bad. Heading towards Badish. I'm heading towards Dodapili. It's going really well. Other mushroom pickers around here. Everyone has their bags full. Very good area here. Goodbye. I miss these places in the Apuseni so much. Where I haven't been for such a long time. For so many years I haven't been to this area, an area that I really like a lot. A very good day today, here for mushroom picking, and I have a bunch of mushrooms. It's going to be a culinary feast with mushrooms tomorrow. I really miss doing this. If I hadn't found any, I would have missed it until next year, because I'm leaving next week and I wouldn't have had another chance to find them since I saw a bit of snow. Maybe in the next few days, I'll go higher up to see more snow before I leave. Goodbye. Anyway, for now, I'm going to end this vlog here. And I want to thank you very much for watching me. And thank you for subscribing to this channel. And if you haven't done it yet, I kindly ask you to do so. A subscription from you helps me a lot. And it doesn't cost you anything at all. Some of you know that you're already bored of vlogs from Vorța and from Romania and picking mushrooms. But soon, very soon, in just a few days, it's coming. Adventures in Africa and unique destinations, along with some familiar ones where I've filmed before, but every time the experiences are different, so stay tuned. Once again, thank you for following me. Thank you to all the members and everyone who has donated for supporting this channel. Until the next vlog from here, from Dodapili in the Apuseni Mountains, I say goodbye.